because I think it's time we have a little bit of fun on our after party. But oh my God. So of course we're going to start with this drama. Are we going to start with this drama, Pepe? Oh God. I don't know if I can handle it. I'm doing great, Retro, and I hope everybody out there watching me is as well. Welcome to DG360. We are in after party mode. We are having fun. If you want to have fun, check us out on Twitch Thursdays and Fridays. When I saw this cross my way, first off, I want to give a little preamble here because I'm going to react to reaction on what Kate had done in a private chat, by the way, which is so kind of sketch here. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to talk about this. It's all hitting me crazy. What's up, stunner with the $10? I can't be serious and dance at the same time. Hold on one second. The whole thing's weird. The whole thing weird. Like, I got a very general idea what's going on here, and I haven't really even delved into this much. But the thing I'm going to say is this. There's two sides to this. There's one side where you've got a content creator that has her own prerogative to do whatever she wants to do, and it's her right to do it. And that's Citizen Kate, by the way. She's a Star Citizen content creator, and apparently she rubbed this dude the wrong way, whose name is Blue the Robot, who is a guy who owns another organization who I gather wanted to do some type of collab work with her. The response was from Kate a little bit rough. On one hand, you know, you got to be careful as a content creator how you come off to people. When asked if she wanted to do a collaboration, her response was no chance. Now, that's pretty rough. However, she can answer however she wants at the benefit or at the detriment of her own community because she's a leader, just like Montoya is a leader, just like I'm a leader, just like anybody that grows a community is a leader. So you should be careful with words. Now, I did read an apology from Citizen Kate, who honestly, I mean, I don't know if she even really needs to apologize. She's just telling some dude, like, no. But she said it in a very rough way, you know? And the thing is, I can say that anytime I'm getting a message from somebody, I'm going to try and be as polite as I can. Now, maybe Kate had a bad day. That shit happens all the time. Also, if you're a girl that plays games, you probably are really busy. I'm a busy dude. I get tons of direct messages all day long. If you're a girl and you're playing games and you are ballsy and tough enough to start your own organization and do all this to create something cool, you're going to have like 50 times more direct messages and shit than I even get. And I get a lot. So I can understand her on that level where she's probably stressed out to the max. So there's two sides to this. And I guess my whole point before we watch what Montoya thinks about this is like, I think more people just need to listen to each other's side and just say, okay, she probably was not in the best of moods. She probably was not in the best of state. She did apologize. She is creating her own thing and just walk away from it, right? However, now that we know that there is drama in Star Citizen, we got it. Now we're going to have to watch this, and I'm going to have to probably shut up and just listen to what Montoya has to say and see what his opinion is on this. So I'm very curious to see what Montoya has to say.
It looks like Med Runners will get the drama tag lifted off them because there's a fresh news cycle coming our way. And it's from, of all places, Katie from Skunkworks. Surprisingly
enough. The serious part's over, Chrono. We're sitting now.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. So, org drama, you know, I'm fascinated to see how the community has not shifted towards us, but there's really a lot of interest in what's happening here. For the longest time, the people representing Star Citizen have been essentially the streamers, the content creators on Twitch. But really, the people with the fingers in the dirt, feet on the ground all the time, are the org leaders. And so when org leaders hit drama, I feel it's
I don't know, like here, like this is interesting, Coob, and I might disagree with you a little bit, and I hate to do that because I love Coob, and I hate when we disagree. But Coob says her responses look just fine to me. Her response was no chance. Like this dude was just like really polite, and he said, "Hey, Kate, been meaning to reach out. A lot of people have been telling me to reach out to you lately to possibly get some footage, blah, 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 blah. And then he just lists the thing that maybe he wanted to do with it, right? And her response was, no chance. Now, it's her prerogative. She can tell him to fuck off if she wants. I mean, that's the world we live in, and we can't get hurt by this shit. You understand what I'm saying? We're getting too old for this. Like, this drama needs to stop. Now, if I got a response from Kate that said no chance, I'd be like, fuck that shit. Okay, peace out, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't bother with it, right? Now, she apologized. She said I was in a bad mood or whatever on her tweet or whatever. She made a response to this, and I read it briefly. But basically, she was like, hey, I'm a leader of an organization with a lot of fucking people in it trying to do what I can do to just keep my head above the water. Okay, I had a bad day, and I apologize for what I said. That's exactly what I believe, what I read in synopsis. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I read from Kate. So let's keep going. Let's just keep going. I'm giving it to you as I feel it. As this is the DG way. This is how we deal with this. We go through it together. We're gonna process this.
Pretty big thing. Now, let me give you fair warning if you do run an org. Medrunners learned this already. Drama will find you.
Absolutely.
There are people out for you. It doesn't matter if you've done nothing wrong. There is someone out there that absolutely hates your guts or feels there's something to do with this benefit from slam.
Yep. She has done a lot. She has created a lot. Coop says she's done a lot of hard work in building and curating that org. I support 100% wielding the asset to her discretion. And see, you got Coob here who completely understands and appreciates it because he's taken advantage of it, probably because he's a member of Skunk, or he just appreciates people that make something from nothing, which Montoya is, which Kate is, which I am. We all like to create something from nothing. We like to say, here, I'm going to stand here. I'm going to plant my flag, and anybody that wants to come to it's more than welcome to come to it as long as you follow these rules, which is don't be a dick. And if you can follow those rules, you're a DG360 member, you're an algorithm, right? And you create it, and people gravitate to it. And Coob says, you know what? Whatever that woman wants to do, let her do it because she created something from nothing. So I understand you on that angle. But also, I would say you have to also be careful about how you're presenting yourself, because if you don't present yourself in such a manner that pisses everybody off, very similar to what Medrunners did, then you're actually going to lose people at the detriment of everybody that feels just as passionate as Coob does. You see what I'm saying? So it's a very delicate tightrope. You're always balancing on these things when you're a content creator. It's always in your mind as a content creator. And frankly, sometimes it's a very heavy thing as a content creator to have to kind of rationalize, you know? So just giving it to you as you feel it, DG way.
I mean, for some reason, and the drama will find you. And so, Katie, I'm sorry this happened to you. I don't know if she has a social media presence on Twitter.
There you go, cool, dude.
But I guarantee that she's feeling terrible about this. And let me just give you some word of advice here, Katie.
She is.
This will blow over.
It will.
Don't let it eat you up. And I'm sure it is. But this will blow over.
Yes.
And everything will be fine at the end of it. So hang in there. Things will get
tough.
better.
She can handle
So the
this.
drama is this. Blue Robot's a guy with a small YouTube channel, contacts Katie. He wants some content for a video. He recently made a Star Citizen video. It got good views. He's like, hey, this Star Citizen game looks pretty cool. I want to do more things. I need to find an org, a guild in the game, and get some footage because they'll make a cool video, and then they'll make my YouTube channel even more popular. So he reaches out to Katie. And
I don't know if that was his intent, by the way. From what I read of his intent, he was just like, hey, man, we're just people hanging out together in Star Citizen. Let's do it. Now, whether or not he was truthful to that and he actually meant what he said, right, that's another issue.
He says, hey, Katie,
right, Doug.
People have been recommending Skunkworks because Skunkworks does put out some pretty cool videos. I want to make a video with you. And she says, no chance. The org is an asset. You want footage of an org?
Yeah.
Build your own.
This is what I don't like that people are sharing. This is a bad mark on Blue the Robot. I'm going to say this, man. Never, ever share DMs, no matter how crazy they are. You will not even believe some of the shit I got that I wanted to tell you guys about. Trust me, there is a lot. There is a lot. I've got a Dewey Decimal System right behind this green screen next to Pepe with all the crazy DMs I've received in the 10 plus years I have done this. And let me tell you something, I have wanted to share them every single hour of the day with you guys. I can make a video that would have 3 million fucking views. It's as crazy as you can't even believe how crazy this shit is that I've gotten. But I respect the fact that they're in a DM. Even psychos. If a psycho approaches me and says some crazy shit, even them, if it's a DM, that is just sacred, old school gangster, OG way you look about DMs. That's just the way shit is, man. If I get a DM, that shit is private. Period.
I'm sorry for laughing here because, yeah, that is unusual. I don't know Katie personally. I met her once in a podcast, Space Tomato. I think I was on Space Tomato with her and Will, and there was a podcast we did. And she seemed perfectly lovely. She seems like a perfectly lovely young lady. This isn't the kind of response. The surprising part is that's not the kind of response I would expect to hear from her. Now, why would an org leader or why would Katie from Skunkworks say this? Listen, she's just a normal person like you and I. We have our good days, we have our bad days. There are times where I've said things to people and said, damn, I shouldn't have said that. And I said it because I was angry about something else at the time. It's 9 o'clock at night. My kids haven't brushed their teeth. They're late. I'm screaming at them. I'm shouting at them. I'm trying to finish something over here. Someone's messaging me about something. I tell them to go F off because, you know what, I'm busy. And I go, well, crap, I shouldn't have said that. It happens. So we don't know what is happening in her life exactly at 2:56 p.m. where she said, hey, no chances, org is an asset. You can't film stuff with me. You want footage of an org? Build your own. Rough. That is rough. Typically rough. How I answer questions like that. If someone does contact me and I get contacted by a lot of
you know why it is? This is the thing. She did it. She pulled up the bootstraps and she made her own thing. She did it. She knows it takes hard work and commitment, man, to make this community, to make this org, man. She knows what it takes, man. She's approaching this like a general, man. She's like, like, deal with it, soldier. Like, I mean, like, that's Kate's mindset. This is why I always dig Kate's content. This is why I think she's a cool person, man. She's like, deal with that shit, soldier. Like, you know, like I built this, you gotta build it, right? She's coming at it, but this other dude's coming at it from a West Coast Cali vibe. And trust me, as a Cali kid, man. By the way, Cali kids never call themselves Cali kids. That's my own. I'm gonna put a shame bell on that. That's I understand. Everybody on the West Side now, you can make fun of me. Just do it.
Shame.
Just do it. But as a Westerner, as somebody who is from California and digs the vibes there, right? I get where Blue the Robot's coming from because he's all like, peace, love, we are one. I'm just chilling out, trying to be a star citizen, have a good time. I don't know what his intentions are. I don't know what Blue Robot's intentions are, just like I'm not quite sure what Kate's intentions are. Like, you never know. This is all speculation. This is all clickety-clack. Like, this type of stuff, like, really, at the end of the day, it gets the clickety-clacks. It's the craziest thing. People just, like, buzz around it like bees. I'm still wondering why, because when I see this type of stuff, I walk away. Yes, the irony that I'm doing a video right now, and, like, I get it, but you guys tell me what to watch. You guys are telling me what to watch. This is what I'm watching. This is the magic of DG360. You guys are the algorithm. You guys are showing me what it is that I need to watch, and then I talk about it. Hello, welcome to DG360. That's how it goes. All right. So for all the haters and trolls out there that are going to start that conversation, I'm shutting the door. You see, that's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. And that's what Kate can do. That's what Kate can do. Blue the Robot maybe cannot do that. Blue the Robot, he's the type of dude, he can't do that. It kind of hurts him a little bit. He's a peaceful surfer dude. He's like, wait, why? I don't understand. I'm just trying to be a star citizen. Or maybe not. Maybe Blue the Robot is somebody who's kind of calculative and trying to, like, use Kate for exactly what Kate thinks is happening, right? I don't know.
Small orgs go, hey, let's do something together. I want to record us in up, and whatever the reason, if I'm not
like
interested,
I'm Chris
I'll
Roberts
say,
trying to explain stuff.
Thank you very much for the offer. Not at this time. Let's check in a couple of weeks. That's the fair response. So that is surprising that Katie would respond like that. Now, Did she respond
That's
like
true,
that
Aether.
because
That's true, dude.
she's
Or
in a
maybe he
bad
was too
mood,
stoned to
or
know.
is this just really who
Yeah, that's true. Aether's right. Aether says a peaceful surfer dude wouldn't share someone's private messages though, DG. And you know what, dude? I think you're right about that. However, there is a loophole to that, Aether. Perhaps he was so stoned he didn't even know, and he was like not in the right frame of mind because he was all peaceful in his like stonage. You know what I mean, dude? Like
she is?
he could have been.
I can't answer that.
He
and
could
I'm
have
not
been
going
up
to
at the
pretend
class.
that I can.
Right,
But she goes on to
exactly.
say, let me explain things concisely. Skunk
In the
Works is
weeds.
a walled garden I have built for the purpose of making content. This is definitely not going to go over well because, you know,
I think they were
people
like
are
on
here for games
like
for fun. They don't
this is the like Coop says his business question is how these even posts here get published. How does Montoya have access to this? And this is why I say what I said. Never ever ever should you share DMs ever. It's just an OG secret. You just don't do it. It's not really a secret. It should never be a secret. It should be common sense that you don't share DMs with people. No matter what, man. And look, this dude decides to do it and boom, it goes viral. And it's like the craziest thing, man. It's the craziest thing. This guy could have dealt with it on his own. Like, you know what I mean? As a man, say I ask out a woman, right? Say the woman slaps me in the face because I usually put my foot in my mouth. So I go, oh. Then I take the slap and I walk away, right? I'm like, all right. I tried, right? You walk away. You don't come back and then broadcast to everybody how the woman slaps you, right? As a man, you just deal with it. You just deal with it. You walk on and you learn. And you're like, all right, right? When people broadcast things, that gets me a little bit upset. That just, it gets me a little bit upset on that level.
see it as a business. And the fact that she's kind of saying this, I know how this will be taken. But let's go on. I do not give away the asset to rival channels for any reason. We also do not need additional promotion because the channel provides plenty of that, and numbers are very high. Wow. Yeah. That is definitely going to be taken the wrong way because it is just...
Kate, here's the thing. You know, this is really not good PR. This is exactly what we had with Med Runners. This is the exact same thing we have with Med Runners, man. Like, when people get big enough, they really have to be careful on what they say, how they say. If they care, right, they should be careful of what their words project or how they're going to look to the masses. However, I don't give a shit about that. I will never give a shit about that. I will always tell people how I feel, and I have no filter whatsoever, and that is why you are here.
Burning a fountain.
Thank you. Thank you.
just coming out the wrong way. Let me explain what she's possibly thinking of. And I'm really trying to, I'm not trying to paint her in a good light.
Cryo,
Because
right.
obviously
So you and Christy
she
would get
messed
that
up
because
here.
Christy
This
does that
is
too.
not a very
Christy
nice
does
way to
that
talk
too,
about this
Cryo.
topic at all. But from what I can
Futz.
guess, and if I had to draw a guess at this, if, let's say,
Hot,
Star
steamy
Citizen
Futz.
comes out with a roadmap, and, I'm busy, I don't put out a video that day. The next day I'm busy, and I put out the video the third day going, hey guys, Star Citizen just talked about this new thing in the roadmap. The comments I will get, always, are people saying, Board Gamer spoke about this 2 days ago. Noobifier said all the stuff 3 days ago. You're slow.
That's because Noobifier and Board are like right on. The second they got hot wired into every single piece of news. Noob and Board Gamer and Supermac. Supermac stepping up his game. Dude, I stopped doing the news game years ago because I was like, fucking Noob is a machine, man. Noob and Board Gamer are machines. I was like always trying to beat them. Like back in the day, I remember, this is like 2016, maybe 17, somewhere thereabouts. I was doing Star Citizen news like all the time. You guys probably really would have enjoyed it, but then would said the same things that you're saying on Montoya's video, which is Noob had this about 3 hours ago. So, those gentlemen are beasts. And that's why they have the subscribers that they do, because they're usually always first with that particular type of information. So I said, let the professionals do that all day long song and let me do something different, right?
Those are the comments I will get. Meaning, if you don't put
For people
out
that like
fresh
different
content immediately, people will not only not watch your video, but also berate you, which is always awesome, for being slow and putting something out.
I love it, Coob.
So,
I love it, Aether. I love it.
I'm
You're
trying
right.
to understand what she's getting at here, and the only way I can explain this is that if she attends
What's up, Brian? How you doing,
Jumptown,
man?
for example, but then she's with someone else also recording the same event with her.
Stream's going great.
If that person puts out their Jumptown video first, I think what she's saying is no one's going to watch my content, right? So this is a walled garden. This is mine. I am the only one who's going to put out this content on Jumptown. If you are joining me on Jumptown and then your video comes out first, people are going to watch your video. And to that, Katie, if I may, that's not always the case. The reason why people will watch Skunkworks is because they want Katie. They want Kate and Will.
Yeah.
The reason why people watch my videos.
Well, also because they're part of military operations. Like the other side of that coin also is like she needs the AO taken care of. She's got the squads to take care of. She's got an FC. She's probably got a couple FCs. Like there's a lot of prep work goes into her videos. So like on the other side of the coin, I don't think Montoya mentioned, but like, and he should know too because he's a test. He's the leader of test, but he knows how long all this stuff takes. She's doing all that work. She's doing all that work just like you are, Montoya, So that's the other side of that too.
Is they want my take. Now, I'm not the first person to talk about this issue at all. In fact, Cole Kaput,
I don't know.
Kicked off the
I don't know,
Midrunner drama, was in there. And also Buzzcut Psycho, all over the topic already. People will watch channels because they want your particular take on it. So if I can give a word of advice, Katie, people will always watch Skunkworks because they want the Skunkworks content. Don't feel that you need to be protective of it in that sense. But
yeah, I think she's only doing that or saying that because she's trying to make sure her ops are running clean and she doesn't have too much interference. Because you know how long that takes to record as a content creator. Multiple people recording, getting that footage. You know how long that takes to get the AO set the way you need it to be? I mean, like, that takes a long time to get everybody organized. People just got done from dinner, schedule it, make sure they're there, not sleeping, make sure everybody needs to be where they're at. I mean, that's just an hour or two of prep work. You can ask XGR, you can ask Atmo, you can ask people of any of these organizations. It takes forever to get these things together. So there is that aspect to it, and I understand where she's coming from that angle. It does sound rough, but that's just the way it is, and that's the way she's responding to it. Now her idea of it being solo, like she's got to get this thing going on, her content, she's got to pump it out first. I mean, that's her own idea. That's in her head. That's the way she's thinking about things. I don't think Montoya telling her to think about it differently is going to make her think about it differently. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm going with the way I'm feeling as I'm picking it up, and I'm putting it down the way I do. That's welcome to DG360.
But in any case, that didn't go over very well, obviously. But there is something that was missed and no one ever spoke
takes
about.
Forever,
and that is
dude.
the
Right,
topic
Coob?
of what is considered
Forever.
a private message. Now, first of all, these are called DMs for a reason. They're called direct messages.
Oh, hell
and not
yeah,
private
fingers.
messages.
I mean, forget
now,
about
when
it.
I have someone
Couple hundred hours at
and
least,
I
man.
DM them back, there is an expectation.
Oh, it's some drama
privacy.
going on right now for the clickety clack, Brian.
Over DM and not publicly. I won't at them in general chat on Discord. I will return the DM because I expect this conversation to have a certain sense of privacy. Now, if someone is taking that and saying, I'm making this public, they can. It's not a rule. It's not a written rule. But there is an expectation of privacy over DMs. For me, anyway. I respect that. I have been sent plenty of very, very damning DMs over the years.
Fingers is
which
waiting
I
for the
keep
different
to
wave to
myself
come
because
in.
I just know that the
I hear
person
you,
sending
bro.
me that is expecting
happen.
some privacy. So Blue the Robot is not without
Right, Brian,
blame
right.
here because he went straight out and said, hey,
Chrono,
I am
no,
now
she
exposing a private
I don't think
conversation.
she'd do that to herself.
I disagree
it's like hitting
with
yourself
that.
in the face,
I disagree with what he did here and saying, because he doesn't really know, I don't think he has a dog in this fight here. He doesn't really know Katie or Skunkworks, but he's saying, I'm going to put this out to show how bad she is now. I kind of disagree with that because there was a sense of privacy expected. And then she updated and deleted her messages from Discord DM. Yeah, because it was not meant for public consumption.
Right.
So I disagree on that part. So jumping into the coverage, so Carl Kaput, who brought us the Maze Runner drama, jumping in, but he's just reacting to Buzzcut Psycho. So I'm going down the rabbit hole. So
do I have that video? Hold on. Do I have that video? I would really like that video right now, that Carl Kaput video. I'm just kind of curious here. Let's see. Hold on a second. Carl Kaput, Star Citizen drama. Let's do Carl Kaput, Kate, Star Citizen, and see what comes up here. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Hold on a second. Oh, 26 minutes long?
So we got some drama. No,
what?
I'm only doing this video because...
Okay, no. I can't do that. I can't do 26 minutes long of this shit.
Incoming salad.
I already did 2 minutes. Pepe, have I spent way too much time on this already? Listen to me. Fingers, are you ready for that next wave, bro? Are you ready for that next wave? We can't just focus on this drama. We're not gonna focus on this drama because it's all about the clickety clack. At the end of the day, it's all about the clickety clack. We're all men. Just put on the big boy pants and let's deal, right? Am I right?
Are you a big man? Huh? I'm talking to you.
Just put on the big boy pants and let's move on from this.
Big boy pants.
Like
Look,
what?
I'm wearing the belt. I got big
People
boy
get
pants
upset
on.
about this stuff.
You put on a little jacket, you go. You take your lunch because you got big boy pants on.
Games.
You got your big boy pants and your snacks.
Games can be serious. Games can be somewhat to the point immersive where you're like, wow, I'm really into this, right? But when you're taking it out and you're putting it in the real world and you're just like, hey, I was talking to somebody and I'm just, here we go, put the DMs there, let's do that. Just because you can't wrap your head around something, man, I think that's kind of messed up. I think nobody should share private messages with anybody, man. There's like some level of common decency about that. Just think about all the dick pics out there, Pepe, and they're so small. And what would people think of me, right? Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, damn it. I did say that out loud. Shit.